mommies, welcome back to my channel. You're watching First Time Mommy. Here on the channel we talk about motherhood, mom life, babies, pregnancy, postpartum, and all of those good stuff. So if you are a mom to be, and you can relate to some of this content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. Today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 questions you need to ask your doctor, your gynecologist, your midwife before your baby comes, before your labor date, before your delivery day. Okay, 10 questions you need to ask that are very important, very crucial, that will help you to be better prepared for what's to come and what will come once the due date or your labor day arrives. So let's dive into the 10 questions. These are questions that I asked that helped me become much more comfortable and just, ready to take on what would come. I have everything here on my notepad so I don't forget a thing. Number one here is basically asking your doctor, what do I need to prepare? My doctor and my hospital had a list actually that they printed out for me. First time mom, you might not know exactly what to pack in your hospital bag. You might pack things that you definitely don't need and not pack enough of what you do need. So definitely ask your midwife, ask your doctor, what do I need to bring? What do I need to buy just to prepare for the arrival of the baby? Ask the doctor. If you have a list, they'll give you. If they're going to tell it to you verbally, you can just jot it down somewhere, and it helps a lot. So because most hospitals don't provide certain things, and it's not going to be okay if you just assume that they do provide that, and then on the D-Day you're unprepared. It could just add so many levels of stress. Okay, so definitely ask these questions. Number two, so important to ask, how long are you going to be expected to stay in the hospital after delivery? I asked this question and my doctor told me, oh, if you have a vaginal birth, at least 1 day, you spend 1 day there. And if you have a C-section birthing, you spend 2 days or more. It all depends on you, the mom, and the baby if you're doing well. So definitely ask the question to your doctor, to your midwife, to your birthing center, so you prepare, how many days will I be away from home? How many clothes do I need? What are the things I need? Just so I can be comfortable here for the number of days that I have to stay here. Number three, definitely ask, what's the first thing I need to do if I think I am in labor? Okay, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know what labor feels like, especially as a first time mom, you have to ask, okay, what are the signs? What do I do if I feel this way? Do I call the hospital? Do I call the doctor? Do I take a deep breath? Do I get my things together? Do I start heading to the hospital? Definitely ask this question so they could educate you better. Number four, ask your doctor this: do you give epidurals? It was so weird. I heard the other day that some doctors don't give epidurals no matter what. So this is such a good question to ask. Do you give epidurals? Can I get an epidural if I have my baby in this hospital? What if I want an epidural? Is it possible? Like, you have to ask those questions. You have to know what are the policies of the hospital and just surrounding things like that. Epidural or medication during birth. Very important question. Number five, how many people are allowed into the labor room while I'm having the baby? How many people can be here with me, especially in these times of COVID, Corona, and the fact that we are in a pandemic? Okay, many hospitals, many health centers have strict rules about these things. They could allow just one person, they could allow nobody, they could allow just 2 people. So you need to know, especially if you want to figure out who's going to be with me, maybe your partner, husband, mother, sister, friend, so you can just talk to them and let them know that, hey, you're going to be with me when I have my baby and this and that. So you don't want to invite your family over and then they cannot come into the room with you, and then they've left everything they were doing just to be there for the birth of the baby, and then it's not possible. Okay, so definitely ask the question. It's so important to know. Number 6, if you're going to have a planned C-section, it's very important to know the details, right? What time should I come in? What date should I come in? And make sure you note that somewhere So because these C-sections, when they're planned, it means that the doctors and the whole surgical team know that you're coming in for a C-section. You need to know that you're coming in for a C-section on that day so you can be prepared. Definitely ask the questions, all of the details for your planned C-section. Number 7, this is so important, ask about costs. You need to know how much the procedure is going to cost. What are your coverage options? Is there health insurance covering it? Are you going to pay for certain things, meds, even for the baby after he or she is born? What are the costs for all of that? Is there a package price for everything, including you and the baby? You know, definitely ask about the cost and the financial aspect of things. Okay, next question, similar to cost, ask about the payment options. Like my hospital at the time, they said I had to pay a certain deposit before I have the baby, and then after I have the baby, before I leave, I have to pay up the balance. So definitely ask the hospital, what is the payment structure, what's the payment plan, how does it work? Is it something that I pay before I come in, something that I pay while I'm at the hospital? Just, you need to know that so you're prepared. The last 2 questions, you need to ask your doctor and your midwife, how do I prepare from my own side for the birth, for the whole labor and delivery? How do I prepare? I asked my doctor this. He told me a couple of things. Do squats, get the birthing ball, do plie squats, do perineal massages, you know, things like that. So definitely talk to your doctor, talk to your midwife, and if you don't know what to do, to how to prepare from your own end, definitely ask them and they'll be happy to answer. Last question is all about, you know, what's going to happen after the baby is born, particularly about newborn testing. Of course, when newborns come into the world, there are certain things they do, like, you know, they test them for jaundice, they test their blood, you know, their blood group and their genotype and other things like that, hearing tests, some vaccines. So definitely find out if this are options for you where you're going to have your baby, or do you have to go somewhere else, you know, for these things. And also, you know, all about the baby's documentation, birth certificates, things like that. So these are really good questions to be asking your doctor, your midwife, your gynecologist, all that good stuff. I hope this video was helpful. If you're a mom to be and you're watching this video, let me know which of these questions you need to be asking, which ones you have asked, and the ones that you didn't know you need to ask but now you do know thanks to the video. Also, let me know if you are already a mom, did you ask your doctor or your midwife these questions? You know, were you prepared, were you mentally prepared and all of that for labor and delivery, or were you just caught unawares with so many things, or you were misinformed about so many things? Definitely give the video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful. You can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok for more motherhood content. Danny's blog on Instagram and Danny's vlog on TikTok. Links will be down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell sign. Bye, mommies.